Welcome to the official AFL Fantasy podcast with the Traders.
G'day, we're the Traders. I'm Roy. I coach Destroy, and I'm here with Warnie.
Coach of the Wonder.
And Calvin.
Coach of Calvinator.
Right, now we used to be so exciting when we would get to the pies to talk about how many hundreds they're going to average, all that sort of excitement. We were thinking back to the Swanee days. And, you know,
but it wasn't feeling that long ago that they were the number one fantasy team.
Yeah, like post-Swanee,
16th they are for fantasy points last
given
season.
That they suck now, Cal, you've stepped up to take the reins.
Well, I'm going to try to turn it around.
Are you?
Yes, but the
Can
issue...
you do it?
No, the issue is this. Okay. It's the age. It's the age of the team and the age of the midfield. Let's have a look. Tom Mitchell is 32.
Yep.
And injured, right? So we'll cross him off the list straight away. He struggled last year.
Really? Crossed him off.
And he's crossed off because he's injured again.
He's been looking fit on the socials.
Pendlebury just turned 37.
30 what?
Yep. Steele just turned 34. Your boy, Jack Crisp, Chippy, he's turning 32 this year.
Right.
The GOAT is the youngest of them all, and he's 29. So
He's not that old.
no, it's not that old. But the issue is it's an ageing team. It's an ageing midfield.
Yes.
So it's been interesting with what they did in the off-season. They have recruited all right, though. Dan Houston coming in. I'm sure we'll discuss him.
Good age bracket.
Tim Membry came in, so we feel that role as a forward that they probably need. Harry Perryman, who will be interesting for their mix as well.
Harry's there as
So
well.
what are they didn't really lose anyone of massive note. John Noble, who was very much a best 22 player.
Yep.
Except for finals.
Yep, well, that's it.
23.
Don't go there.
But everyone else was like, they're just sort of guys that were there. So Joe Richards, he was traded to Port, but he was in. But yeah. So
I've heard people say that Collingwood are premiership favourites.
I'm hearing that.
Yeah, I heard that the other day. And
Really?
I thought,
What are they looking at?
I don't know, not the ageing midfield.
No.
Now, they might be looking at Nick Daicos, though. Because
that's true.
He's
the number
elite.
one.
Nah, they can win it.
So he can. So he was the number one banana with 74% of the CBAs, up from the 42 the year before.
So he's lost his defender status because that is what he is now.
That is what he is, and he's very good at it.
He
is. But his average is down from last year. Now, these guys do have an early buy, so we better flag that early.
Yeah.
Now, he went at 105, down from his 109 the year before. Comes out in the last game of the season, career high 157. This is what he can do.
It certainly is. And he's now more accustomed to that midfield and the attention he'll get in there. So he'll be better than that next year.
He'll be
in
better
my
than the
opinion.
105.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
Do you have him around the 110 mark?
Yep.
So he's in the rolling. Is he?
He is.
He's in the rolling.
Currently, yes.
Perfect. Darcy Cameron had his best season by a mile. He averaged 96. The Rucks must have it so easy.
Well, it's,
Darcy, 96.
Yeah.
Up from the 84 the year before.
How would you feel about picking him, though, in draft?
Well, he's one of the late guys, isn't he?
Nervous.
Yeah.
You'd be nervous about it.
But I don't know why.
Can he go under 90?
So
Yeah,
what-
probably. But he can score.
We had him 2 years ago, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago. So
Mate,
he can do triple figures.
He did. Last 7 games.
That's a fair improvement.
Yeah. Last 7 games, he went at 108. Now, I will flag that average of 96 for the year. There's a 33 in there. Take that out. 99, he nearly gets there.
Kaboom.
So he can be a ton this year.
He can.
He can be a ton.
I agree 100%.
In a year where no ruck will average over 100, right?
You've nearly got me convinced they're back in the premiership window.
Well, they are. They're right in the window. Your boy, Roy, Jack Crisp.
Yeah, Chippy.
Now, he nearly got your hat.
He did.
He did.
So he only averaged 83 even with what he was doing.
So you really had to know when to get on and off.
So,
Hold and fold. with Chippy.
leading into round 8, he was averaging 66.
Yeah.
66.
Pick up sticks.
And then from that point on, he goes 90.
Yeah.
He went on a hot run, averaging 108 in the next 9 games.
So it was the midfield injuries.
Yep.
And I just backed that
helped
roll
you
in.
get up there and have
It's
contention.
probably the reason I did. Yeah.
So he's at 83
Yeah.
as the 5th highest scoring.
Yeah.
Collingwood
I
player.
mean, you go nowhere near it.
No.
Nowhere near it.
Mid
But,
only.
yeah,
Yeah, that hurts him as well.
it does.
So hopefully these guys who are injured get back and pushes him there. Pendles is an interesting one because he was supposed to play off half back last year
Yes.
and the injuries didn't allow him to do it.
No.
So
So Pendle's ended up second banana in that midfield.
Yeah, not through choice, I wouldn't think, because this, LeBron of the AFL, Roy, right? We don't like.
Have you used that?
Yes, it is in the article. It's in the article.
Defenders will love that.
Unless one of the AFL editors went, "No, we're not having that cow on the list."
Basketball background.
So he's priced at 79, down from 88, right? And it's going to slowly decline anyway, but he's better than the 79.
Yeah.
So if he can get across half back, pick up a bit of defender status.
Jeez, you're hoping a bit here.
I'm stretching, mate. Have a look at the crew I've got here.
Tough team.
Right, down half back will be Dan Houston, though.
Yeah,
so
right.
he's nearly at the $1 million mark.
He's
but
been consistent.
He's very consistent.
He's
always.
a 90 guy.
Yep, 94, 92, 92. That's just what he does.
See, if he was going into old school Collingwood that used to just rack up, you'd be like, that's 105 incoming.
Yep.
But what about this Collingwood? It just feels like he's going from Port to the Pies.
Yeah.
Boring.
That's what he's doing.
So he's just going to maintain his average.
I think he will.
Is he going to get kick-ins?
Yeah, you would think so.
So Jeremy Howe was their man. Then it was like Darcy Moore.
No,
like
Darcy doesn't even want to take him.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. He's not interested.
Kane Goods would have him in the VFL, I reckon.
What?
Kane didn't like him much last year.
No, he didn't. He was harsh, wasn't he? Very harsh. So he's just... You'd be happy just getting him at a reasonable draft pick, though, wouldn't you? Houston for his 95, he'll give you the odd 120.
Yep.
Get you a win for the week.
I think so. The other recruit was Harry Perryman, Roy.
Yeah, he interests
former
me.
Giant. He signed a 6-year deal.
Yeah.
6 years.
Perryman can play.
He can. So he has been nearly a 90 guy before, so at 87. But he's going to be priced at 74.
Yeah.
Now, it is a big drop from what he can do.
It is.
But I don't know how much. There's not much meat on the bone, I don't think, for him.
Maybe
No,
not
he's
enough,
an interesting
but
one.
He is. What's his role going to be? Because he can play a variety of roles.
Where have they named him in the best 22 there?
Who did this one? Gabbo did this one. Gabbo's got him on the half-back. Houston on the other half-back.
I like that.
Okay.
He's one to watch. Those preseason games will be super interesting to watch. Like, speaking of preseason games, they're doing remember the old Lightning Premiership they had back in 1996?
Yes.
Collingwood are doing, that week before the Pracky games, they're doing it against Brisbane and Gold Coast, I think. They're doing like a three-way little
tournament.
Yeah, tournament.
What, did they organise that themselves?
Yeah, they did.
Has it been ticked off?
So, anyway.
Because Collingwood sucked so bad last year, there's a bit of meat on the bone for a few. So someone like even the GOAT.
Yeah.
DeGoey, 87 down to an 80. There's just that small decline in all these guys. As you said, Dog, 16th highest scoring team in fantasy.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Tell you what, we're blessed with an early buy here.
We are.
Yeah.
We are? Okay. Finlay McRae. This is his year.
Oh, dear.
This is Finn's year. Now, he played 9 games last year.
Yeah, so his discount actually comes off his 47.
To average 40.
Wow.
He played 9 games.
How many vests?
3 vests. He went back to the VFL, averaged 110 across 4 games, forced his way back into the team,
He can rack.
plays the next 4, averages 58, thrown the vest again, thrown back to the VFL. My issue is with why...
If his name wasn't McRae, you wouldn't be talking about this.
No,
right
I'm
now.
just saying.
Dog rode that.
At what point...
I did.
At what point will this Collingwood team start injecting some youth into the guts?
The minute the youth can actually step up and demand a spot when they get a go.
Well, that's it. And being a Collingwood rookie, cue the button, Dog.
Oh.
Yep, hit it. You don't want to get drafted to Collingwood. Right? Listen to the picks they had in the draft. 47, 50, 56. They don't even want to get a pick. They're not interested in picking
Because they're going to
people.
win the flag, Cow.
Well, they could, based on that. Now,
Who we got there?
your mate, Dog.
Which, Chew.
CJ's brother, played 1 game last year, spent majority of the time in the VFL where he averaged 64, but he played.
Yeah.
So we're going to mention him, right?
Yeah.
As a bargain basement
Because
defender.
he played a game and scored 27.
You got him in for that, didn't you? Didn't you?
Well, he was on the bench, but... Actually, it must have been a buy round.
It was a well-researched selection, wasn't it?
Couple of other guys there. Ned Long played 7 games late last year, vested in 2 of them. A few good scores there, though. 72, 64, 42. Got a few CBAs in that as well.
You're
so
not buying that.
no.
Cal.
Ed Allen, 2 games last year. He played 1, didn't get any CBAs and scored 25. He played the last game of the year, got 17 CBAs and scored 87.
Oh, that's more like it.
There you go. Write his name down. Who else we got? Nah, look, there's
There's
not
a couple
much.
of basement ones there. Like Jacob Ryan, he played a couple of years ago.
Nah, cross.
Harry DeMattia.
Yeah, he got drafted in old Choose year, but no, that's not happening. They just never play these guys, and they never...
I did hear Reef McInnes is playing off the halfback.
So he played 9 games last year, vested in 3, and when he was out of the vest, he averaged a whopping 44, priced at 32.
Tell you what, though, that's a significant role change for Reef if he's
If he's there.
Yeah.
And he is listed as a straight forward. So there are, there's not a lot of
Pies
options.
is just going to be a pass team, aren't they?
They are, especially with that early buy.
Look, you've honestly got me interested with that about Reef, though, because
If that
324,
happens,
if he's locked into the best 22, and if he's playing the other end of the ground, that's a game changer for him. He'd
It would
tick
be.
along nicely.
Especially that he played 9 games last year.
Yep, big time.
So obviously he would have played them as a forward.
He's a
vested in
capable
3.
player.
So, if he does get that defender role,
That would be interesting.
that would be very interesting.
Collingwood cow.
Yep. Line them up, knock them down.
If you want any, I don't know if Cow sold any to you. Go to fantasy.afl.com.au and you can get your classic side started, but you can also set up your leagues for our all-new draft experience at fantasydraft.afl.com.au. Go and hit that follow button wherever you listen to podcasts and give 5 stars on Spotify, not because of the Pies, just because you can.
Nice.
And
You can.
you might write pass on these
No,
ones.
I want to know what people think Nick Daicos can average.
Yeah, that's
so
an interesting
109. He's down to a 105.
Daicos is your number one pick in a startup keeper league.
100%.
Yeah, definitely. Lock
So
that in.
what do you guys see him averaging
110.
at 110?
Yeah,
Okay.
Lock and load.
I think so.